everybody, it's Colleen from Colleens Cruzin, and Mark and I have our RC collection in behind me here. So we're going to show you guys, go through in detail, every single vehicle we have and what our plans are. This is the first collection video that I've ever done, and we're going to start documenting because we plan on buying a few more this year. We're hooked. Alright, here we go. You can push stop now. Okay, Abby, out of the video. That's my little dog, Abby. Say hello, Abby. She's 1 year old and a pain in my butt, but I love her. If anybody else has animals, they know. There's a love-hate relationship at times, but more of a love. She'll be in and out of the video. Go! Go see Dad. Okay, so here we have my Savage. Now, the story behind my Savage is I got it last year for my birthday. Clayton built the Savage. Mark and a friend of ours, Dan, and Karen all had Savages. So Clayton, Dan, Mark, Karen all had Savages, and I did not. And so they all collaborated together with my parts and made my Savage. So the Savage is an XSS kit. It has high-tech servos installed, an F4.6 V2 motor with a roto start because I don't like pull cords. It's not a lawnmower. I don't care to do that. Come on, Abby, out. It's bulletproof drivetrain, steel spur gear. The hubs are 17 millimeter. And I have a 2011 RTR body. A skid plate is also installed. And I can take this body off and show you guys the guts of it. I really like my Savage. It's one of my favorite vehicles. And with all honesty, if you're in this hobby, you must have a nitro. Nitro's a bit of a pain in the colder weather up here in Canada. But for us, the sound, the wheelies, the power, it's a lot of fun. That's my, I'll flip it up so you can see my skid plate. This is my baby. It's a beast. Check out my videos. I'm on there playing with my Savage. He got that body for Christmas. That's why it looks so new. He hasn't bashed with it yet. His Savage is a 4.6 SS kit. It has upgraded XTVPs, bulletproof drivetrain, big bore shocks, aluminum hubs and hexes, and aluminum hub carriers. So, 17 millimeter. It's a K4.6 motor, steel spur gear, skid plate, and it's a 2011 ready-to-run body. So, like, if you can see the past videos, I'll put a link in here. Basically, we love our Savages. We run them probably more in the summer than anything, although we have expanded quite a lot in the last 6 months, our collection. Anyways, I'll take the body off and you guys can see the guts of it. Here's his baby, and if you can see in there, all the aluminum. You know, it's good to upgrade some things to aluminum and other things I wouldn't, because it doesn't flex and it's easy to bend and break. Even though you can get things with a long life warranty or a year or two warranty or whatever. The only thing with these, I find them very heavy, but I mean, it's durability, right? We've smashed these things into trees. We do jumps in this one park in the summer. It's a lot of fun. And there's underneath. And I'll show you his. So, these two are crawlers. They're Axial XCX10s, Jeep Unlimited 2012 edition. These are the only two that we bought new in the box, ready to run, ready to go. Kind of splurged last year. Actually, it was in between his birthday and mine, so beginning of June, end of May. And they're totally stock, still stock. So with the Jeep, they have 27 turn motors. It weighs in total 4.7 pounds. It features a metal chassis, 4-link rear suspension. Transmission was designed to maintain a low CG, which is center of gravity. So for climbing, makes it a lot easier. Axial and Castle partnered up to create the ESC, featuring a lipo cutoff. It has a drag brake, can be programmed with a Castle link, which is a bonus.
Yeah, that is a bonus.
Total bonus. We need a Castle link. That's something on our list. We plan to collect all the upgrades, so we want to do all metal links, aluminum axles, drive shafts, rims, and shocks. Also, the chassis undercarriage tray. I want a lift kit and lights. I want mine to look, I want another body. I want it to look redneck, and then have this body for when I want to look all pretty and jeeped. Mark, he wants a different set of lights altogether than I do. He likes the bar, and I like the buckets. So in the end, these babies will look different. Now, the only difference on these two are the stickers, so the decals. And if you notice at the back here, it's black, mine's red. And he took his tire carrier off. I like mine on, but I want to get chains for here, and I want this, and I want a trailer, and yeah, I got a big wish list. Maybe if I win that 60 million.
Things have been really good, though. We put a shitload of miles on them, and they're still
I'd say that we've put well over 500K last year alone on these.
not one part.
Not one thing has broken. The only thing we didn't realize is that we have water in the tires, which we got them out in time. They didn't rot out. So the water in the tires situation is that there's a hole in every single tire that you own. You hear this, you'll hear the air. And really you should, if you're going in the river, like we did take these, they're not fully waterproof. We have taken them in spots where we were at the end going, should have we have done that? Mud, water, and I'm talking water up to like here. Like, it's not like, ooh, there's a little bit of water. No, it's like water up to past here. And we go in the rain with these. So far, knock on wood, nothing. And we have had some pretty heavy mud episodes as well going into the Twin Rivers. So I'll take off the bodies and show you the inside. Okay, so this is the inside of mine. This is the inside of mine. And I did the battery mod. I did that within the first 2 weeks we had these. I wanted to see if there was a big difference because everybody kept talking about it on the internet. And Mark's battery tray is still at the back. Now, we've done a couple of tests. Nothing really valid enough to show, and maybe that's some video that I should be doing. But they're in certain situations, mine is better. With the weight up front, but I can say coming downhill, going up, yes, it's great. And on certain situations where you're trying to get over something, it is a bonus. But for coming down, no way. I tip. Mark is easily going down, and here's me, flippity flip, flip, flip. Because all the weight's in the front. As you can see, pretty clean. For all that we've ever done, they probably need to be serviced. Which I'll probably do a video of that. Just checking all the oils and everything. And that's our axials. Okay, this is Mark's Kyosho Inferno GT. He wanted this really badly. Like really badly. 3 weeks of wearing me down to the point where a week or two before Christmas I said, here's the cash. We're driving down to get it. We're crazy. We'll drive like 4 or 5 hours one way just to pick up something for a good deal.
Like 9 years old.
It is, yeah, like almost 10 years old. It's like 9 years old. And pretty sweet. It's nitro. Upgraded 2-speed tranny, upgraded brakes, upgraded GT2 GXR 0.28 SG motor with off-no wheels. I don't know if you plan to upgrade anything on this?
We haven't decided if we're going to do an electric conversion.
Oh, I vote no electric conversion. I think this should stay nitro, but that's just my opinion. Now I'm going to take off the clips here.
Other than some bodies,
I think just bodies and some tires, and I really don't think, I don't want it to be electric. Why can't I get this one off?
Turn them off to the side or whatever they need.
There we go. Okay, Abby, can you get out of this? This is about the vehicles, not about the dog.
That thing's capable of like 70 miles an hour plus.
Yeah, 70 miles an hour plus. Now, you ready? Ready for this? Yes, I see that. I see that, hon. I got it. Ta-da! This is actually pretty clean inside. The shape of it isn't bad.
You're going to upgrade the chassis to a GT2 chassis. It's a little bit bigger.
There's actually some aluminum in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of aluminum.
I know.
It's got aluminum carriers and everything, aluminum shocks.
It's pretty sweet. And I mean, what's amazing is 9 years old. 9 years old and still runs, so whatever. People can say what they want about RC vehicles, but I think like it's an investment. People wreck them and then they just trash them and then they throw them out, but to me, it's like an art form. What's your issue, Abigail? Are you the cutest dog in the world? The Abigail, the cutest dog in the world. Hi everybody, this is Mark Slash, Traxxas Slash 4x4. It has a 38 Castle motor SCT combo in it. Upgraded CVDs, Integy, upgraded Integy big bore shocks. 17mm hub conversion with 1/8 scale wheels. Techno drive shafts, Robinson Racing diffs, and spur gear. So if you've seen our videos, you've seen it do some of the action that we'd like to see it. There's something going on in the back with the bearings, and I'm gonna have to rip it apart, the diff and everything, and see like if it's fixable or I'm gonna have to rebuild it. So I will take the clips off and show you guys the inside. I actually like this. Not as much as my Rustler, but it's because my Rustler has lots of love. So here's the inside. Pretty beautiful. Nice shocks.
Got a T-bone rear bumper too.
Yeah, the rear bumper's sweet. This is the front bumper I want for the Rustler. I should just take it off his Slash and put it on my Rustler. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Pretty nice though. Nice and clean. As you can see, we keep our vehicles pretty clean. So something's going on back in here with this shaft. Just need the time to get in there and fix it. Okay, in front here we have my two Dromidas. We picked up with the boxes, are 100% stock. And from what I can tell, they ran them in water and fried everything. So I have some plans for these babies because I got basically 2 for 1. Actually, even less than that. Yeah. So the monster truck, the plans are to replace new micro ESC, micro brushless motor, micro spectrum receiver because I want to get a new spectrum controller that holds up to 20 channels. Replacing all the screws and upgrade the tires. The short course truck, I plan on doing a micro Mamba combo, a micro servo, a micro spectrum receiver. I'm getting the screw kit and upgrading everything to be aluminum. So anything hop up for my guy here, I'm doing. And I'm going to show you the inside. the truck I want to keep stock. I think that it's good to keep things stock to a point. Like if I ever got another Rustler, I would hop it up. But this Rustler is pretty much stock other than RPM upgrades, but nothing aluminum really on it. I don't think there is anything aluminum on it. And I don't want my shocks, right? Rear shocks. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, for this, I would like to see it fully aluminummed out. So, it's Dromeda. Short course truck. Little micro mini here. It's awesome. But as you can see, they played hard with them. But for me, it's the challenge of replacing screws and getting them back up to what they should be. And I'll have videos on that. I plan on filming those as we go. Move that one out of the way. And I'll show you the inside. Now this one is the easiest one to fix. There's only one little problem with it. Other than the electronics. So, the electronics are just pooched. Like, absolutely pooched. Pretty cute though, eh? So yeah, I'll do some videos with these coming up in the summer. I like them. This is Mark's. Obviously, a TLR, because it says right on it. It's a Losi TLR 22. It is a Castle Mambo Max Pro ESC with an 3800 motor. Rear motor setup, high-tech servo, gear diff installed. The ball diff situation, even for mine that I'm building, and I'll get to that video shortly. I'm going with the gear diff. I can't be bothered with these little balls. I've looked it up, and it looks very technical and frustrating to get them all lined up and ready. And plus, you have to service them a lot. So every time you go out and run, you have to like take it apart and fix it and lube it. And no, I just want to play. So I think we have one video up of this. I'm not sure what Mark plans on doing running-wise with this, if it'll be an indoor one only. But we're having a hard time finding tracks that are big enough to run these and be able to handle the small... I find the turns look really tight. So, let's get inside here. There she is. Very light. Like, I can pick this up with one hand. Very light. I like the lightness of it. Mark has another body for this as well. Right?
Yeah.
But you have to paint it.
We have a whole bunch of bodies.
Yeah, we have a few bodies that we have to get to.
Thank you, Hemi Storm.
Yes, thanks to Hemi Storm. He's gonna coax me along the way, and he's said don't be afraid. And you know, I had a long chat with him on Skype for like an hour and a half, and anything I need, he's gonna help me along the way. So, you know, he is amazing at what he does, and like he said, he started with no knowledge whatsoever. So, okay, so this is the beginning of my build. I started this a little while back. I picked up the kit for half the price, and basically ran into a money situation where I just don't want to cheap out on my parts. So I am waiting to get a low profile servo, and I am undecided on what censored motor combo I would like to get. Again, we want to get the gear diff in place of the ball diff that it comes with in the kit. And I'm going to do the rear mid motor setup, where Mark's is the rear motor setup. So there's my body. Now, I'm not going to paint that as my first body. What my plan is for painting, I am going to go to this hobby shop around the corner from us who has cheap bodies, and I'm going to get like 3 of them, and then I'm just going to practice, because that's what you need to do when it comes to spraying. And I don't see anybody that around me that has skills enough to do airbrushing that I would like, so I'm not too keen on doing that quite yet. So far this is the build. I also have a video up of that, and I'll put in a link for that. See, I had put this in, but it's too bulky, and I really want it to be as lightweight as possible. Now, as for mine, I'm not really caring. I'll run it on the road, mainly, and if we can find a track inside to do, then I will. But like I said, I just don't want to put cheap, like, parts in. Not at all for what I need. And I'll have to get some rubber, obviously. And that's my Losi TLR 22. I'm hooked on building. I enjoy it. Takes time and patience and figuring out sometimes, because the instructions, as good as they come, sometimes it's not always as clear as they make it seem. Plus, if you've never built one, then, you know, it takes patience. So that sums up my Losi kit. So, as you can see, this is a Traxxas VXL Rustler. And the story of this, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'll post a link in this as well. Everything has been replaced except the front bumper, the A-arms in the front, and the motor and ESC. The guy I traded a couple of air guns that we were never going to use around here in the city. You really can't in Toronto. And I traded this VXL. He drove the snot out of it and showed little love to it. Household screws, tie straps, anything to hold the parts together, he did it. I really don't think he took the time to get to know it. So I decided I'm going to use this Rustler as a training tool for me to see if I'm actually going to like getting into this hobby. And this was even before the guys built me my Savage. And I decided I'm going to go and get an electric one, and I'm going to take it apart and see if I can handle it. So I gathered all the new parts, mainly RPM upgrades and a dynamite screw kit, and did the complete build. And a friend of ours, Clayton, he helped me get a couple of the parts at the beginning. He got me my chassis and things like that. It has a stock Valenian 3500 brushless motor and a Valenian ESC. My servo is a Team Associated and it's waterproof. And I'll be replacing the front bumper because I'll show you it's falling off. I possibly may in the future put a 3800 Castle ESC combo into it. For Christmas, I got from my great boyfriend my Duratrax tires. Basically, I really needed tires. I had nothing of good bite on them whatsoever. They were all bald or chewed up or just shit. So, to be honest, just shit. And this is my baby. I will never get rid of this vehicle. Not at all. And if anything, I want another one that I could just hop up. It goes like a bat out of hell. You can check out some of my videos. It handles great. Now, I am having a problem. I love Spectrum, but I'm having a problem with my receiver and controller. For some reason, I am only able to get a range of maybe 20 feet. And then the range is cut off. I just lose. I can't do anything. I have to move a couple steps forward, even to get it to reverse and come back to me. So, this is the bumper. See? It's like falling apart. Everything. And I picked up 2 bodies off Kijiji. Kijiji's the thing that we use to buy and sell items. And like I said, we'll go anywhere. 20 minutes down the road. That was it. For 40 bucks, I got 2. I got this one. And I'll show you this. Proline body. Not bad. And I have a clear JC Concepts body that I'm going to paint once I get the practice in. Like I said, I'm not going to paint these good ones. So here is a look. Oh, aluminum turnbuckles at the front. That's what I have. And then the Proline shocks in the back. And a friend of ours, like I've mentioned him before, his name is Dan. He's pretty technical and really knowledgeable, and he has a lot of patience. He helped me to figure out how to set this whole setup up, and I was learning how to set up the camber and how important it is and things like that. So, I mean, I'm learning along the way, and, you know, it's a good thing. It's nice to learn from people and see it hands-on. YouTube is great too, but, I mean, I actually use YouTube a lot for building this. And the guy at the hobby shop actually had told my boyfriend that I did a really good job at building it. He was pretty impressed when we had the castle link set up to it, because it wasn't completing things when I was setting it up, see? So that's the Rustler. It's my baby. And that is our collection. Okay, so this is our collection video. And stay tuned because, oh, I forgot about my little beatbox. I'll just show you the little box up here. This is one more that we have. See how tiny it is? I like the smaller vehicles. Personally, I could carry a couple of those into the park in a backpack and run a few packs through them and enjoy. So that's my Spectrum controller. It's going back. So this is our collection video. And if anybody who is starting out, this is what your dining room will look like. Yeah, this is my dining area. This is what it turned into be, and I'm going to get a table for right here, and it's going to be my working area, and I can watch TV and do stuff. And then this is where we keep our monstrosity of parts, tools, lots of tools. Try to keep everything organized, and look at all those controllers. One day we will not have that problem. Yep. Anyway, stay tuned for a lot of other videos and on upgrading, and hope everyone is good. See you later.